What's going on, everyone? Badger here, and it's rough times out there if you are a James Gunn fan. Rough times indeed, because basically every single thing that we have been saying has come to either fruition, it's all come true, and or it's been verified by people that 100% know what they're talking about. You could say that we're just haters and we don't know what we're talking about, but when we do all the math right in front of you and we say Superman theatrically lost money, 615 million is not enough to be profitable. And you go, no, it is this. And you cite a bunch of sources that are either James himself just talking out of his, and then Forbes comes out and confirms that no, 42 million lost theatrically, widely reported now. And also Peacemaker. We've talked about how it had a significant drop in viewership compared to the first season that was still attached to the DCEU, hundreds of thousand plus less for the second season, specifically the finale, which should have the most people watching that you think would just turn in to see how it ended. And that has led to articles like this, like The Emperor Has No Clothes. People now are acutely aware that James Gunn, while he might have liked some of his stuff, I still like Guardians, he is a one-trick pony. He does the same movie with very little change, and then he uses the same tricks of animals and music and anti-heroes, jerk-offs that learn a small little lesson, and yeah, everyone sees it now. And in the height of all of this, and you're seeing a lot of threads on the subreddit, which I monitor. You want to see what the crazies are saying of people who are starting to realize that, hey, wait, how come everyone's saying that James Gunn is not being successful and the DCU is in trouble? Because it is. And so whether on purpose or just by happenstance, Zack Snyder posted this picture of Henry Cavill. You can see here on Instagram, ostensibly to be just celebrating 3 weeks on Instagram. And he said Henry Cavill is Superman from BVS, shot with his monochrome 50 millimeter camera. 3 weeks on Instagram, thanks to everyone. And this one picture and the statement that Henry Cavill is Superman is all it took to get all the Gunn Gooners, all the literal monkeys tapping away on their keyboards to do all the things. And, our side too, the memeing started almost immediately. You can see here that, yeah, that's all it took. And by the way, they do it too. For people that are saying that like Superman is just the best thing ever, the 2025 one that lost money, and they love it so much, boy, they are talking about Henry Cavill and Man of Steel a lot, because they know it's not resonating in the same way. So yeah, the meme started almost immediately. And then James and Joe Manganiello, they followed up with this one. A picture of course, Deathstroke from the end of the Snyder Cut of Justice League and what would have been the Batman movie with Ben Affleck. So you can see here when Joe talked about it last, he said it was a really dark story in which Deathstroke was like a shark or a horror movie villain that was dismantling Bruce's life from the inside out. It was this systemic thing. He killed everyone close to Bruce and destroyed his life to try and make him suffer because he felt that Bruce was responsible for something that happened to him. With all the struggles of making excellent comic book costumes, this is definitely a goated one. People still calling for the Batman movie, especially in a world where we're doing Elseworlds. Why not just give them the Elseworlds movie? I think even Snyder said he might be willing to do that. You see here, Gunn and Snyder have been in contact since the news that the DCEU was being rebooted as the DCU was announced. But the chances of the latter returning to the fold seem pretty slim. Still, the fact that Gunn and co-CEO Peter Safran continue to develop Elseworld projects means we can't completely rule anything out. You can see Zach saying, I was pretty open. I'm a pretty open book. I really feel like, if the characters are treated with reverence and mythologically correct, then I'm down. I'm in. Snyder said when asked about the DCU relaunch, see how they treated that. Let's see what happens. I'm pretty excited. We're going to get Superman pretty soon, and we all saw what he did with that. And so there it is. And of course, to counter everyone talking about Man of Steel, James Gunn released this. There you go. I love Nathan Fillion, but it's just him dance monkey dancing behind the scenes. There you go. That's what we have to offer. I personally choose this. So yeah, there you go. Just thought it was humorous that all it took was just one little picture on Instagram, one little statement that Henry Cavill is Superman to make the monkeys chat type away exactly as intended. And just also your daily reminder that, Superman lost $42 million in its theatrical run, and it's still ambiguous whether it has reached or will reach profitability anytime soon. So James Gunn has lost the DC audience. What now? Now we wait to see how much money Supergirl loses and how Lanterns is. Take your bets on either of those. Either way, by all means, make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're going to do that, thank you. And
well, bye.